Hey everyone, welcome back to your My Ninja Academy. Today we're going to go through Naruto asking Amado to bring back all the Hokages as cyborgs. If you would like to see more about Naruto in our channel, please leave your thumbs up and subscribe to join our Ninja Academy. But to begin, we need to go deeper into some initial elements. In this case, we will talk a little about Amado and his two creations, Delta and Kashin-Koji, so that we can move on to the theory itself. Without a doubt, he's one of the main guys in the field of science and technology in the Boruto and Naruto universe, alongside with Orochimaru and Katsuki. However, his real goal in joining Kara was to kill Ishiki, and in the process he apparently used the genetic material to create several clones of collected genetic material. After all, Hashirama cells are all over the world. Currently, Amado has managed to obtain refuge in Konoha and has shared everything he knows about Ishiki. He created numerous cyborgs. All of his cyborgs are extremely powerful. The cyborgs made by Amado can easily surpass normal humans and shinobis. He made cyborgs like Ada, Daemon, and Cold that were so extremely powerful that Jingen himself ordered Amado to eliminate them. Not only did he created all these cyborgs, but he also knows a lot about the Otsutsuki, so as it stands, this guy is a total mystery in the back of Boruto. Now, you may be wondering, why did he created all those cyborgs? So, Amado may also be the real founder of the Kara organization. He formed Kara before Ishiki or Jingen heard about it, with the goal of pushing scientific ninjatos and cyborgs. However, Jingen somehow found out about Amado and the Kara organization, since Jingen is light years ahead of Amado in power and strength. He made Amado work for him for Otsutsuki's research, using the lure of helping him revive his dead daughters and displaying the glimpses of the sheer power difference between him and normal human beings like Amado. Jingen became the new leader of the Kara organization. Amado was also aware of the fact that he could never successfully push his agenda of transforming the shinobi world with cyborgs, with legendary shinobis like Naruto and Sasuke around. Therefore, he used his new circumstances to his advantage, learning much more about the Otsutsuki clan, furthering his scientific research in both fields. Amado may have been the only person who knew what a threat Ishiki was, so he worked behind the scenes using Konoha and Otsutsuki to destroy each other. Amado believes that the world is better off without the current shinobi system. He believes that the world should go the way of ninja and cyborg scientific tools. He will continue to push his agenda in the road and start a new era. Now that Ishiki has died and the shinobi world has weakened, Amado will continue to manipulate another being who will be perfect for his motives and goals. And we think it is Kawaki who Amado will be manipulating and using to his advantage. Next, he has done a lot of research on Otsutsuki and the Karma Suit, and he can probably find a way to create an artificial karma, which he will use on Kawaki to increase his strength. Kawaki is familiar with scientific ninja tools, and he knows that it is much more proficient and effective in battle compared to traditional shinobi fighting tactics. Amado will increase Kawaki's frustration and brainwash him completely. He will make Kawaki believe that using scientific ninja tools is the only way to save the future. To make their plan successful, they need to remove all obstacles that come in their way. Therefore, Kawaki has to face Naruto and Boruto somewhere along the way. They are true shinobi who will never want their beloved world to to be dominated by robots. Due to the fact that Kawaki greatly admires Naruto and has developed a friendly relationship with Boruto, he will try to seal them rather than kill them. Delta creation. Having her body extensively modified by Amado through scientific ninja tools, Delta possesses numerous resources for combat and was even able to rival Naruto. Although our beloved 7th Hokage did not fight at full strength as he was also trying to capture her. However, one of the consequences of having her body so modified is that Delta can simply be deactivated with a command from Amado, Kashinkoji, creation. Since she was assigned to him, Amado of Boruto has steadily lost the faith of Sumayer, who initially thought he was there to help Konoha. With Ishiki gone, Amado now plots in the shadows, working to try to get Kawaki a new brand of karma that has not escaped the notice of his assigned shinobi. Amado tells Kawaki that a new mark will allow him to harness the power that Ishiki left behind in his body, but Kawaki is still clearly terrified at the prospect, ever watchful. Sumayer realizes this as well and is furious. She doesn't like how Amado is essentially going behind Naruto's back, also bypassing Shikamaru and the boss. Amado tried to convince Sumayer that he is doing the right thing. He reveals a new element in his schemes. Even Sasuke knew something was up, which is why Sumayer essentially became Amado's shadow. Amado, however, declares that he will do everything in his power to help protect his new home. He still has the perfect shinobi ally to do this. A new ship, kept in a container much like the one Kawaki was transported in when Ishiki's airship crashed near the borders of Konoha. These cells are only used to create devastating weapons, but it is not yet revealed who is inside. Seeing that Amado was Ishiki's head of science, he may have created another cyborg, like Code or Kawaki, or he may be in the process of reprogramming someone he stole from Kara. There is also another twisted possibility. This is a Kawaki clone. If it is the latter, it could explain the evil Kawaki decimating Konoha since the flashback at the beginning of the Boruto series. Either way, Sumayer needs to tell someone as soon as possible. Amado says that he has already warned Katatsuki about this little project, but then Amado says a lot of things. The revelation of this cell in chapter 60 further proves that Amado is simply playing games with Konoha, and he's 10 steps ahead as usual. The problem is that everyone is distracted by Coda's impending attack now, so he's left on his own, which could bring death and destruction back to the land of fire. Because he knows that Naruto's strength is not like when the 4th Shinobi World War were, the Hokage at that time still had Kurama or Kyuubi. Now Naruto is not the Jinchuuriki of the nine-tailed fox. That's why Amado thinks that with Naruto's current condition, Naruto probably won't win against Code even if Sasuke joins him in the fight, because Sasuke also lost his Rinnegan eye that works to reverse objects, reverse himself, and can even open time and space portals. It is known that when Naruto and Sasuke fight together, their strength can overwhelm the enemy. However, the current situation of the two shinobi was different, as their strength was reduced due to the loss of what they had before. Here are the strongest shinobi clones that Beloved can create. Hashirama Senju. The first Hokage is known to be quite strong, even if his opponent has the Sharingan, which for anyone is quite dangerous. But Hashirama was able to defeat Madara Uchiha. So it is very likely that if Amado obtained his DNA, which we know he possesses, he used it to create a very powerful clone. The first Hokage, besides Naruto Uzumaki, is the strongest Hokage to live, and having him by his side would be useful. Uchiha Madara, although in the 4th Shinobi Road War, Madara is known to have evil ambitions, but he finally realized before he died it had nothing to do with the power. Just like his other cyborgs, loved does not depend on something as superficial as a clone to make them strong. The person in the cocoon will not be a leaf shinobi from the past, especially a Hokage who would insult the current one. It will be something that drives the plot forward. As of now, the two most likely candidates are Delta, as if Amado can reprogram and upgrade her, she would be an extremely strong ally for the Leaf. Remember, she was probably the most loyal member to Kara besides Code. She also has some history with Naruto that has already established a dynamic and fun point of trust and an element of change within the Leaf. To be more specific, Amado seems to have many variations of Delta and seems to be her watchdog to do, Kashin Koji returning to the Leaf for repairs, or even more likely another Kashin Koji, as Amado might think the original died. This may have been what Kashin Koji meant when he asked Amado if this is all he needs from Kara. Perhaps the plan was for Kashin Koji to have a spare body to transfer his mind, like Delta when he lost to Ishik. This could create an interesting and dynamic storyline as well, although a bit more boring. The last alternative is a new cyborg. The problem is that this would mean upgrading someone from the Leaf, and that doesn't seem to be the case from his description. If Katsuki was the only person he ran this by, then it's likely to be a completely new clone and not an altered human being. All of your points make sense, but couldn't you say the same about Minato and his fate? Ultra powerful ninja who died for the sake of the village and his future? I agree that the abuse of the whole Ledo Tensei idea would be an extreme exaggeration, but Kishimoto and Kudashi accept the idea of reincarnation, technology linked to it, and etc. A big reason why some loose ends were tied up regarding different characters and their advancement as characters. That's it. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any suggestions for videos, don't forget to comment below, because I will be reading them all, as I always do. Also, don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any content from your favorite